on this computer.
This meeting is being recorded.
There we go. So the early bird is for everybody who's basically before 2 o'clock. So everybody that's going to be put on this list now is going to score. So we've got Peter Johannesson, we've got Gordon, Hazel, Elaine, Alfred, Chantal, Val, Charles. I saw Stacy. There is Rinaldi with you. I take it there. You can just put it in the chat if you want. Um,
Russell, can you please add Desiree Johannesson? She's Peter's wife.
Desiree as well. Okay, cool thing.
Thank you.
Justine, Alan, Desiree, Johannesson. Is she with Peter?
Yes, she is.
Okay, so I'll put it up there. Just gonna make the lucky draw better later on or easier to do.
Can you also add a Mylan for me, please,
Who's
Russell?
that?
Mylan Lucas. Mylan Lucas
M?
is
How
on
do you, how do you spell that?
M-I-A-L-I-N. Mylan. M-I-A-L-I-N.
Lucas, no?
Lucas, yeah. Thank you.
Debbie and Denise, Faiza, Gail, there's Jamie on the J5. It sounds very funky. Genevieve, Judy and David. Okay, Mylan is on the list there. Margaret, Mary Lisa, Howard's missing out on that most now. And Olivia. Okay, so on the early bird,
And
just going. Oh, there's more people. Hang on.
Zuki
Stacy,
and Rita.
Rinaldi, Zuki, and Rita. Okay, I'm gonna read it out. If you are part of if you're on the call right now, then just put your name in the chat if I've missed you. So it's gonna be myself, Peter, and Desiree Johannesson, Mylan, Lucas, Gordon, Hazel, Elaine, Alfred, Chantal, Val, Charles, Christine, Alan, Deborah, Denise, Faiza, Gail, Jamie, Genevieve, Judy, David, Margaret, Mary Lisa, Olivia, Stacy, Rinaldi, Zuki, and Rita. That says one new message here. Just double check if there's anybody else. Nataline, Alfred says as well. I put the name next to Alfred. Nataline. Thanks for that, Alfred. Nobody else? Okay. So that's the cutoff then. That is the people that will go into the early bird draw. Good afternoon to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Just some house rules before we start. Just make sure that you are muted. Otherwise, I will mute you in the meantime if there's nothing that you are going to say in the sessions. Peter Johannesson, I see you have your hand up. Before we get started, do you have a question? You're welcome to unmute yourself and ask. Okay, I'll just lower your hand in the meantime. Elaine, I'll mute you. Okay, I don't see anybody else. So before we get started today, just again the house rules, make sure you're muted while we are going through our sessions because we are recording this meeting today. And then welcome to our guests today as well. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to have a look at the opportunity today to make your life better. So we're going to see some interesting sessions today. We're going to be focused on the business side of things, and I hope you enjoy the sessions. So first up, we're going to have an attitude panel between Judy and David. So you guys can just, of course, I must have a call alarm in the background. That's lovely. We'll just act like it's part of the session today. Judy and David, can you guys just unmute yourself and then I can, there we go. Spotlight for everybody.
Yes, we on. Good afternoon, everybody. We will be doing the attitude with New Life as a company and its products and its values. So I just need to introduce myself, Judy Hendricks, my husband David. I'm working as a clinic manager. So I'm doing New Life part-time, but soon to fire my boss. We in with New Life at the beginning just because of the good products. That's how we started off, using the products, and later we had some challenges within our family. My daughter was diagnosed when she was 26 years old with breast cancer, and immediately we put her on the New Life Shake, Phyto Defense, and also the aloe vera juice. And after she completed the chemotherapy, we needed to get rid of the iron, the copper that was the iron that the chemo gives off in the body. So we had to detox Nico also. And they told her that she will only have babies in, 8 years. It will take 8 years for her to conceive. But today, Nicole's got a baby of, how old is he now? A year old. He will be a year old now in January. And she's still on the products. And she's also a distributor with New Life. So that is just a success story with all the products that we're having. So the attitude you can hear already is very good. So let me tell you a little bit about the company, New Life Company's history. GNLD has been formed by Jerry Brasfield in 1958. And at the age of 19, he discovered the profound impact quality supplements could play in helping to restore good health. So the headquarters is in Fremont, California. So Jerry Brasfield being the top executive, and Kendra, his daughter, Kendra Brasfield, the CEO. So New Life is a nutrition company that manufactures and sells superior quality whole food nutrition products with a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. So now I will give over to David, my husband. He will be telling us more about the company's attitude within the company's value. So over to David. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is David Hendricks. My responsibility is to speak to you about the company's values. Russell, can you just put us the first slide, please?
Sure, we'll do it. Just 1 second.
Thank you.
Let's go and share Telegram. We're not going to. Okay, let me leave share some for later. What do you need first? The values, no?
Yeah, that one. That's great. So our mission to make the world a healthier and happier place. That's the mission that we have for New Life. So we're going to start off with the values. So our first value is absolute integrity. Okay, let's go to the other slide, Russell. The green, not that one, the green, that one, yes. So those are our New Life values. Number one, you'll see the absolute integrity. Absolute integrity is the core of who we are and reflect all that we do. We expect the same from you as a member of New Life family. Number two, people are number one. We treat everybody the same. So we believe in the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Very important. Number three, products that work. Quality without compromise. You'll see the latter part of that sentence. It says they're guaranteed by and developed under the guidance of the New Life Scientific Advisory Board. So we have an advisory board that deals with all our products. Okay. Number three, it is equal opportunity for all. No matter your age, your gender, your experience, your race, your creed, you have success with New Life, and you'll be welcomed into our global family. Very important that we don't consider your experience. We will train you like anybody else. The last one, long-range vision guides decisions and action for well-being of distributors and future generation New Life family members. So those family are our New Life values, very important. So now we will hand over to Judith that will continue.
Next slide, please, Russell. Yes, the 5 key criteria for evaluating a supplement. So I'm going to be talking about the products of New Life. Next slide. Yeah, number 1, it's whole foods. That is what a product is about. It is about food. So New Life produces products that are based on the finest whole food, human food chain ingredient, and proven effective by millions of satisfied customers. Yes, number 2, credible science, human clinical studies proving the effectiveness of New Life products have been published in some of the world's most prestigious scientific journals. Okay, number 3, integrity. New Life owns and operates state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities that surprises the most stringent global GMP standards and manufacturing regulations. So GMP stands for Good Manufacturing Practice. So New Life is practicing good standards in manufacturing the products. Number 4, longevity. For over 60 years, generations of families around the world have counted on New Life to do what no other company can do. Produce superior quality nutrition products, using nature's finest whole food ingredients. Okay, number 5 is guaranteed, eh? So New Life offers unique and superior products and quality without compromise. Our products are guaranteed by and developed by the guidance of the New Life Scientific Advisory Board. So I will just wrap up, just summarize what I've said now. Yes, Russell, you can take away the slide. I will just summarize. The New Life difference is purity, potency, and the proof that's in the product. And it's based in nature and is backed by science and the finest whole food supplements ingredients. It's backed by research of world-leading scientists and nutritionists, and has been rigorously tested and for quality and assurance, and it's guaranteed quality. The quality is guaranteed and it's value for your money. That's one thing, value for your money. So why do I say value for your money? Because it helps the body to restore itself back to health. So if you're sick, it will help to do that. So yeah, that is what our products is about. So if you use our products, you will feel the difference. Now, that is the most important thing. You need to feel the difference and you will get your value for your money. Thank you, Russell. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you very much to Judy and David for that awesome session. Our values and all of these awesome positives from the company. It really makes us proud to be part of the company. What next session is going to be the plan, where we talk about the actual business or the compensation plan, as we call it. So I'm just going to bring up my own screen quickly. And Judy, could you just confirm you can see that for me, please? Or anybody else for that matter?
Yes, Russell.
Okay, thanks, Hazel. Okay, so we are on a mission to make the world a healthier and happier place, as they've said in that previous session. But it all begins with you. So before I go on my story, my name is Russell Fish, and I was really frustrated because while I had studied IT and business management diplomas, While working full-time for a boss, I was trying to start off a web design company doing online marketing and computer programming for companies. I've also tried to do all kinds of custom denim bags and all kinds of apparel things that I actually handmade myself and taught myself to make. I was trying different ways to make extra money, but I was getting very frustrated because I couldn't see how I was going to work for a boss on the one hand while building a business on the side. I just couldn't balance the two. And that was until I came across this opportunity. Now, on top of all of these other things that I was doing, Chantal and I have had these three awesome kids, Willow, Paisley, and Kenzo. So we have our hands full in terms of time. And I've also got a greenhouse in my backyard, so I do a lot of food growing, and I use the awesome Super Grow product as well. And so I've got a lot of things on my plate, right? So anybody who says they don't have time to do the business needs to really rethink their goals, basically. But the point is, I was very frustrated because I couldn't see how I was going to get from where I was to where I want to be, right? And that was until I started with Neolife. So this is why I started with Neolife. And this is how I like to explain it. I like to look at the success factors when you compare um, working for a boss in a conventional job versus having a business with Neolife. So if you look at your educational age, with having a job, that's a major factor, right? A lot of people are unemployable just simply because of their age, or they don't have the relevant qualifications to do the job. In terms of remuneration, whatever that job is, that's what you get paid for. You know, the boss decides how much your salary is. The recognition, the boss decides when to say thank you even. Never mind a extra 200 rand a month if you went and asked for an increase. They'll show you some finger, but it won't be the thumbs up. Time use, right? The boss decides when you can take a break. The boss decides when you can go on holiday. You've got to beg your boss when your child is sick, can I please take off work? Security for your future. Right? They say that job stands for just over broke, JOB. Many people work for 40 hours per week for 40 years only to retire on 40% of their basic salary at the time that your medical expenses are actually going to increase, right? So it's time to start preparing for that future before it's too late. Even when it comes down to assets when you retire, the job doesn't give you anything, right? Even that pension, like we said, it's going to be probably too little for you to retire on at that point and maintain your standard of living. A retirement age when you have a job, that's mandatory, right? They tell you, okay, you're too old now, you need to go, basically. And in terms of leaving a legacy to your kids, you're never going to get that with a job. So if we look at it with Neolife, it doesn't matter how old you are or what you know, right? You can learn this business and anybody can do it. The remuneration, you decide how much you earn. So how much you put in is how much you're going to get out. With the recognition, we get recognition all the time. We even have a recognition session on these rallies as well. Time use, you do the business when you want, where you want. I'm not even doing it in my usual place now. I've decided to come to a holiday resort, but we won't say where. And in terms of taking holidays, you can basically go on holiday and still do the business. So we've got a few people even on the call today who are not at home. They've gone out to a holiday destination, but they're still taking part in the business. They're just taking time out to do that, and then they go back to the holiday. Isn't that the awesome business? Security for your future. There's a lot of excitement in this business because people are on the up. People are growing and developing. The assets when you retire, this business is willable, so you can actually leave this business to your kids. Retirement age, you decide when you want to retire. Um, and yeah, like we said, we'll leave a legacy to your kids as well. You leave it in your will. So in this business, we start with our dreams, we set goals from that, and then we talk about 3 daily success habits, which I'll get to in a bit. So how does it all work? Well, first off, you need to partner with a company called Neolife, right? They've been around for over 60 years. Right, so there's a early picture of Neolife, and just to give you a perspective on how long they've been around since NASA was formed, since the microchip was invented, and since the year that Madonna was born. So Neolife has been around for a very long time, if that gives you some perspective. They're in over 50 countries around the world as well. And that means that you can run your business in rands, but you can also run it in dollars and pounds. So if you have people that you bring into your business or that you help overseas, you get paid in that international currency. We've got the Scientific Advisory Board, right? And that's a global network of leading scientists and researchers. And they make sure that the products stick to nature's blueprint, right? And that means that the products are based in nature and backed by science. So how do you get started with Neolife? First off, you need to register with a business kit, right? And I'll speak about those business kits in a second. But what you do is you buy the business kit, and included in that business kit is 160 Rand annual registration, right? So that means that your registration lasts for 12 months. And if at any point you let that registration expire, then you don't need to buy a business kit again. You just pay that 160 basically, because you're just renewing your membership basically. So I've had a few people who've maybe dropped out of the business for a while, and that is fine. You don't need to now buy a business kit again. You simply renew your membership. Right. So when you register, when you're a registered member with Neolife, you'll get your products on an average of 20% less. Right. And what do you do to be successful in this business? Well, we speak about three things, which we call the 3 daily success habits. First off is using the products. Now, why do you use the products, or what do you do to use the products? You change your shopping habits. We like to talk about the principle called goldenizing your home. So, for example, you look in your kitchen and see what are the products there where you can save some money on, and you'll stop using certain products and replace it with a Neolife product. So you're already cleaning your dishes, you just use the Neolife products to clean your dishes. You're already wiping your table with a cleaning product, you just switch to the Neolife version of that. Right? So that's what using the products means, and that's what it means to change your shopping habits. But why should you change? Now, most people are scared of change, and they say that many people don't change until the pain of remaining the same becomes greater than the pain of change. And I like to think about an idea of if you had your own bakery, that you wouldn't go across the road to Pick and Pay and buy bread or rolls or those kind of things, because people will look at your bakery and wonder, why are you not eating out of your own store? Why are you not using your own products? Right? So it doesn't make sense. You start your own business, you use your own products. Right? That's logical. The second thing you do is you start to share the products. Now, what does that mean? It just means talking to people, right? You don't run door to door, although you can if you want to make a lot of sales very quickly. You can just run door to door and try and sell to everyone you see. But the long-term benefits, or the long-term success of that, it's going to be very difficult to maintain that level of energy while growing your business. So we don't really recommend that you go door to door. What we talk about is talking to people and sharing your experiences with the products with the people, which is why using the products is so important. I'm just going to take out the second quickly to mute someone. 1 second. These guys, if you are late on the call and you didn't get to the house rules, if you are unmuted, just mute yourself. So you share the information about the products with people. You share the experience about the products with people. So if you go to an awesome restaurant, you have this great experience, the food is awesome, the service is awesome. The next day you're going to tell everybody at work about this awesome restaurant that you went to, and the food that you had, and the service was excellent. A lot of people will have they're really into certain cool drinks. If I don't want to use any brand names, but they really prefer certain cool drinks over the others. So if you ask them, look, I'm going to the shop, I'm going to buy a cool drink, do you want something? They'll specifically mention a certain thing, so you know, okay, they are really into that product, you know. And it's the same with this business. If people ask you if you'd like to have a protein shake, for example, some of the protein shake, and there's a couple of options. Which one are you going to choose? Are you going to stick with the Neolife product, which is basically brand advocacy because you are advocating for that product, or are you just going to say, ah, anything will do? Right? So using the products and really letting the business and the brand move from your head to your heart, as we say in this business, is very important. And then sharing that information with people so that they can make their own mind up and decide, do they want to buy this product, do they want to use it, and especially if the product is if something they can taste and experiment with, obviously they'll do that as well, and they can make a more informed decision. And that is our role then, to be consultants to people and not try to sell them on things, right? So none of the 3 daily success habits is selling products. Right, so having said that, obviously, if some people want the product and they don't want to sign up and be distributors, they will have to buy the products to get it, right? And that means that you will develop some customers through sharing that information and experience with people. Now, remember, the products you're getting at 20% less, which means that you're making roughly 20% profit on every sale. So the next thing that you want to do, and this is where the compensation plan really starts to pay well, is the business opportunity gets shared with people. So you start to say to people, if I showed you a way to make some extra money, would you be interested in having a look? They'll say yes, and you'll set up an appointment with them like this event where they can come and have a look at the business plan or the compensation plan explained. So what happens when you start the business and you want to start earning incentives? Well, first off, you need to be doing 100-point value or points every month in order to qualify for incentives, right? You'll make your profit either way, but if you want to earn incentives, the minimum is 100 points. So let's say you now introduce this business to 6 people. Now, when you introduce the business to somebody, you basically almost become responsible um, for assisting them in developing and growing their business. But what do you tell them to do, right? You may be new in the business. Awesome, awesome, awesome,
No, this is not his
awesome.
sister. This is his wife.
Oh, mute. Okay, I don't even think awesome heard me there. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. So you've brought people into the business. What are you going to tell them to do? You might be new yourself. So how do you explain to them the basis of or the basics of how the could someone give? Okay, there we go. They've muted again. Okay, so what do you explain to these new people then? Well, first off, you're going to tell them to do exactly what you're doing, right? You're going to use the products. You're going to start sharing that experience with people, and you're going to share the business opportunity by inviting them to take a look at the product, inviting them to take a look at the opportunity via a video, a link on YouTube, or even an event like this. But you're going to tell them basically that you start off by doing a minimum of 100 points, right? And that, as we say, the reason for that is if you want to do the business and you want to earn incentives, that's the bare minimum, right? We don't speak about bare minimums when we do our business training. We talk about much more than that. But for sake of example, now we're going to use 100 points. So now let's say you've brought in 6 people, you're all doing at least 100 points. You've now got 700 points altogether, and that's going to give you a total of about 700 Rand in profit and bonuses, right? This is just the Neolife compensation plan side of things, though. We'll speak about extra incentives that you could get over and above that as well. So now what you do is you help those people to do what you've done, which is not just doing the 100 points, but it's introducing the business to other people. So let's say in the example where you help this guy do add 2 people to his business, and you help him to show those people how to bring 2 people in each. Right, so that business unit then will be a 700 PV unit on its own, and they will be making then the 700 Rand in profit and bonuses, right? But what does that do to your business? Well, now your business is doing 1,300 points altogether, and I'll explain the points in a bit as well. And that means you'll be doubling your income. You'll be earning about 1,400 Rand in profit and bonuses from Neolife. Remember, there's more incentives we're going to talk about in a second, and you'll see examples of that in the recognition as well. So the next thing you're going to obviously do is show everybody else that you've brought in how to do the same thing. Right? Get them all earning 700 Rand in profit and bonuses, because you don't make money in this business until the people you've brought in make money. But what does that do to your business now? Well, now you've got a total of over 400 points, right? And you're going to be making between 9,000 and 11,000 Rand. So you're basically almost adding a zero to your previous step. And that means that you're making that amount in profit and bonuses from Neolife alone. Again, we'll speak about extra incentives in a bit. But what we have next then, the third daily success habit, is personal development. Now, in personal development, we like to talk about the Eagle team. And the Eagle team is a separate group within Neolife, started by Charlie Bolton, and he's basically created this team that is the biggest network within Neolife internationally. Right? We're very proud of Charlie and his team, and we're actually part of that team. This is actually an Eagle team event, and it's a South African guy as well, which makes it even more awesome to have taken over the whole world basically within Neolife. So what the Eagle team is responsible then for is additional training, additional support and additional personal development, right? So there's a lot of coaching, a lot of business coaching, a lot of business coaching events throughout the year as well, and you'll see some examples of that in the recognition as well. But we also have additional incentives. Again, you'll see more examples of that. So when we look at the recognition later on, those are Eagle Team incentives. That's what you're earning over and above what you're earning from Neolife. So these are examples of the distributor kits that you buy. Remember I said in the slide that you'll register with Neolife by buying a business kit. These are examples of those business kits. And if I use just one kit as an example, I see I've taken it out there, but if I just chose the Golden Starter Kit, for example, you can see there it is 2 cleaning products for $720 is the new price, and that will include all the literature that you need to run the business, right? So my message to you today is don't wait for opportunity. You need to create it, right? And the opportunity is right in front of you right now. So if you're guest on the call, even if you've already in the business, just start to rethink about your business, and whatever your idea is on where you want to go with the business, double it, because it is possible. So let's look at the starter kit then. You get that little green box, and that will include the literature. So whatever products you choose, whichever kit you choose, you always get that starter kit with it as well. As I say, all the literature that you need to run your business. What you also get when you start this business is 60 days free access to the Team Neolife app. Now, this is a fully fledged customer relationship management system. You can do email drip campaigns on that. You can manage your relationship with customers. Every time you speak to your customer, you can actually put a little note next to their name, and you can actually manage what you do with them on a long-term basis. So you get 60 days free access to that. After the 60 days, if you still want to use the app, if you like it, it's 300 Rand a year. Right, so that's very little for access to an app that can basically transform your business. And then a note that Neolife will deliver to your door. So there's various delivery options. You can deliver to Pepsal in your area. You can pick it up at your orders up at the warehouse, or it can be couriered to you wherever you are. Right, and within the Eagle team as well, we work very closely together. That let's say somebody goes to the warehouse, we try to see who in our team need product, and we can also help them to get their product a little faster, because customers always like to have the option of paying for a product and getting it almost immediately. Which brings us to another idea of you can actually buy some stock. We don't advise that you stock up with too much inventory. You don't overspend on your inventory, but having at least a couple of products that you sell regularly, so customers can come to your door, pay for product, and get the product immediately as well. Then another thing you get for free is the back office app, right? And this is an app you download from your Google or Apple Play Store. Your Apple Play Store or your Google Play Store, and basically you'll be able to shop and manage your business on the go with this app. So you don't need to have the Team Neolife app. You can actually just run your business from the back office app. And then in addition to all of those tools, you also get a free, fully fledged e-commerce website. So this is the one that gets me super excited, because I've been in the web design industry for a while. And what you get here is people around the world can sign up to your business without you lifting a finger. People around the world can buy products from you without you lifting a finger, right? You basically, when you speak to them, you refer them to your website. They'll sign up as a customer or a distributor, and they can buy the products either as a customer, or they can join the business as a distributor, right? And some of the tools that you'll have to manage your team as well on that website. So you'll log in there with your distributor details, and you'll actually be able to manage your team in terms of the organization, see who's doing how many points and that sort of thing. So it's awesome tools on the back end to help you manage your business as well. There's even additional websites. You can see you've got the Neolife Athletes website, which shows some international athletes around the world that are using the Neolife products. Including some of the South African rugby players as well, as you can see there. You've got the Neolife blog, where there's a lot of information on the products and the business. The Neolife Detox, for those of you who need to lose some weight in January after a very, very good Christmas. Neolife Detox is an awesome website to check out, and speak to your upline or the person that invited you if you need to do a detox in January. So those are examples of some of the other additional websites that you'll get besides your website that you get for free with your sign up. Then we've got a whole resource library in the back end as well. So you get all the information that you have in your starter kit. You also have it digitally, but you also have thousands of other things online that you can make use of to share the information with people, and also to use to learn more about the product. So that falls under personal development as well. So in closing off here, the message I'm giving you is that the difference between those who succeed and fail, it's all about those who are not taking advantage of opportunities. You've got an opportunity in front of you here. We're going to be talking some more about the benefits of the products and the business and the incentives in our recognition and other sessions. So I hope you've at least understood the value of what we're sharing with you today. And we'll move on to our next session now, which is business ethics and people skills. So I'm going to hand over to Val Kodali to come and manage her video. I'll just get that going quickly. Let's go to Telegram. Are you gonna have to do it live? Probably not. Let's rather not do that way. I think just put your phone on mute, and then you can use my headset as well. We'll sanitize it. Okay, 1 second here.
Am I doing it live now? Okay, can you hear me, everybody? Okay.
Yes, Val.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, this is exciting because my video didn't quite work with the sound, and so I'm forced to do it live. And with this heat, you know, and the air mincing all over the show, yeah, excuse the heat effects. So my topic is business ethics and skills with people, and how important this is in our near-life business and within the Eagle team, within all the relationships that bind us together. So my name is Val, and I'm a nurse by profession. I'm also an urban missionary. So those are my passions, but I'm also a very passionate near-life distributor, and have been, you know, for a good few years. So I do hope that this session will be meaningful for you, and that you will be able to have some takeaways from it that will add meaning and impact to your business. So why are ethics important in our kind of business? And if you follow the slides, you know, I'm just going to read to it in a little bit more detail, because I think it really gives meaning to the near-life standard that Judy and David spoke about. And that is one of their values, one of the most important values, and that is about putting people first. And when we talk about people, it's your customers, your guests, your prospects, new distributors, people in your team, and even across teams. And what is the return then? Why is this important for you? Because simply it will come back to you. Have no doubt about that. It will come back to you, and it builds you up and it builds others up when we operate in an ethical framework. And how do we apply these business ethics? How does it help us to develop these skills with people? I think firstly, always act with good faith. Secondly, share information freely. You know, without expecting anything in return. Treat everyone with respect, fairness, honesty, integrity, and every relationship and engagement with customers and guests and fellow distributors must be dealt with in that way. How does our business ethics contribute to customer and team satisfaction, and even in our other important relationships? Firstly, we must value the following essential life and business principles. And note, I say life principles because it really is something that we need to transfer into every area of our lives. And that will definitely impact our lives and the lives of everyone we touch. So the first principle I want to talk about is honesty. We help customers find the most suitable product for their needs. It's not for our profit or for our highest sale, it's for the customer needs. So always make that a priority. Secondly, we never oversell a product. Besides being honest and truthful in all our dealings with them, we never mislead customers or people that we're inviting to look at the opportunity with misrepresenting either the product or the business opportunity or the compensation plan. So we never make overstatements about it or partial truths about our product or our compensation plan. We never oversell a product or element of the compensation plan. We rather undersell and over deliver, not the other way around. So we never oversell and under deliver. That's a really important principle. Two, personal integrity. So what we say must be reflected in what we do and the way we live. Always. We need to live out our convictions about this business and about the products, even when there is great pressure to do otherwise. Be principled, honorable, and upright in all you do. Stand firm in your beliefs in God, in Neolife, the products, and the Eagle team. Never sacrifice these principles for personal gain in any way. Russell, I think there's someone needs to be muted again. Okay. All right. Then promise keeping and trustworthiness. We need to be worthy of people's trust. Always keep your promises and stick to your commitments. Be known as a person who will supply relevant information honestly and timelessly, and reassure customers and other downlines with honest conviction about what you're saying when they have doubts about the business or the products. Remember, there's no shame in not knowing the answer. So if you do not know the answer, just say, I'm sorry, I don't know, but I will make an effort to find out, and then take the query upline. Never make excuses or play the blame game when you make mistakes, as you will sometimes do. Way down into the business, we're always making mistakes. Loyalty. Always demonstrate faithfulness and loyalty. Genuine friendship in adversity is important. When things are not going, Russell, I think I'm having back feed again. Somebody having a roaring conversation.
There's no cups. You must bring a cup.
Are we off now? Okay. Yeah, so always practice genuine friendship when things are not going well with someone in your team or one of your customers. Always show a caring attitude and genuine care and consideration for the situation. Avoid conflicts of interest with regard to customers and downlines. And those of us who have been in the business a while will know how much heartache that can bring. So walk away rather if it looks like a conflict of interest situation. Never do multiple network marketing opportunities. A lot of distributors make that mistake. They belong to 3, sometimes 4 other network marketing opportunities because they want to see which one is going to work best. Never do that, because you will lose your conviction principle, with the people that you're trying to reach, and they'll know that something is not right. You don't believe in what you're doing. And then a really important one: be loyal to your boss. Don't do this business with in and with your employer's time, his or her resources, his internet or his phone. Do not run your business with his resources. If you still work for a boss or a company, give him or her or that company your loyal best, and it will come back to you. Fairness. Be fair and just in all engagement with others. Never use power play. This is something also that can blow somebody out of this business when we start to use power play because of our position or our status, in the business. So never use other people to gain or maintain any advantage for yourself. Always do what is right and treat people equally, regardless of their position or level in the business or their present status in life. And then tolerate mistakes. Remember, you were once there too. Concern and respect for others. Another important element. We mentioned a lot about caring and compassion, respectful and kind. So that is a principle that carries throughout. And then seek the well-being of others first, whether they're customers, prospects, your team, up or downline. Be an easy helper of other people when you are able to do so. But never spoon feed and do not take people's struggles away, because it's in their struggles that they grow strong. Be a good finder. Make a point to be a good finder with people and in every situation. Never allow your own business goals to walk over people. Live out respect for people. Sorry, my dog is going on there. Live out, it's Russell that's disturbing him. Live out respect for other people's dignity, their right to decide, and their privacy. And then be non judgmental and respectful with every relationship contact. Then be law abiding. That goes without saying. Get to know Neolife and Eagle Team policies and procedures. We all have this policy and procedure manual that we get with our kit. Most of the time, we look at the cover, we put it away, and we forget all about it. But I really want to encourage you to go out and pull out that policy and procedure manual again, and just make a point of studying one clause or one paragraph, every day until you're really familiar with it, because that will guide you in how you should advertise, where you market, and how you distribute your products. And then abide by the country's tax laws. Find out how you need to report to SARS on your business and keep accurate records of everything. So this business is totally legitimate, and we need to respect the country's tax laws as well. Commitment to excellence. Pursue excellence in all your business and team activities. Place a high value on being well informed and prepared, and constantly seek to increase your skills in all areas of responsibility. Leadership. This business is all about developing leaders. Always be conscious of the responsibilities and opportunities that come with leadership and with growing leadership in this business. As you take your steps, your responsibilities and the opportunities will increase. So seek always to be a positive, ethical role model by way of your own conduct. Always help to create an environment in which ethical decision making and conduct is a highly prized commodity. Reputation and morale. Protect and build the company's good reputation. Preserve and respect the morale of your team. The golden rule is always negative only goes upline. Positive always goes downline. Never forget that. And then we used to have a saying in the old days about edifying your upline. And that's a really important principle that we sometimes overlook, because it's sometimes easy to try to blame your upline if your business is not going well or you're not taking the steps that you really want to. So never go that direction. Always edify your upline and appreciate your upline for placing an incredible life gift in your hands. Accept personal accountability all the time. We are accountable to each other. So accept personal accountability for the decisions that you make, and accountability for the actions that you take to make your business grow, because it will affect your business, but it will also affect your team, and it will affect the good name of Neolife and of the Eagle team. Accept group accountability. Don't get offended if a teammate or upline or downline corrects you or seeks to prevent an inappropriate behavior or conduct, because group accountability provides protection for you and for the larger team, as well as for Neolife and the Eagle team. So value it and don't ever resent it. Finally, be the best version of you through your attitude, your actions, and your genuine love for people. Never forget that you have the unique honor and privilege to represent the best company on earth, that's Neolife, and the best team in the world, the Eagle team. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for that. So we have a legitimate business with awesome opportunity for everybody. Thanks to Michelle in the chat there for that comment as well. Next up, we're going to move to the next session. I think Mary Lisa, if when Howard does it, I've just let us know so we can slot you guys in next. But next up, we'll be looking at preparation. Gail, if you are on, can you just confirm I must just play the video, or what is the plan here?
Hi, Russell. Thank you
Hi,
very
Gail.
much. I'm on
Welcome.
due to all those. Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody, and a happy new year to you all. My name is Gail, and I'm currently in a full-time employment and I have the title as a senior manager in my part-time Neolife business, earning residual income. In the year 2013, I was looking for a way to earn extra income. As I am a single parent and my husband died in 1995 due to lung cancer, I decided to sell the cleaning detergents and bought the recipes from the internet. I mixed the raw chemicals myself, and all I focused on was an opportunity for myself and my family as I was unemployed. But in January 2014, I was diagnosed with breast cancer in the 4th stage. Due to my negative lifestyle, and the very chemicals was the result to my diagnosis. Thank God for his grace and mercy. I am in remission for 8 years, and I've been using Neolife products, which are environmentally friendly, biodegradable, and non-toxic. I'm now passionate about the harm of chemicals and trust my story would help someone. Not only was I on my way to recovery, I also discovered that besides the amazing products, Neolife also offers a business opportunity of which I can gain health and wealth and financial freedom. But as we all know, to be successful, you need prepared planning. And I quote out of Proverbs 4 verse 26, plan carefully what you do, and whatever you do will turn out right. So where do we start? It all starts with a dream and a vision. Create a vision board. And I don't know if you can see at the back of me, that's my vision board at the back. I have it in a file. I have it on the wall. So when I open my eyes in the morning, that is which I look into. And create a vision board, identify your why. Why do you have a vision board? Why do you have dreams and goals? Be specific in goals. Identify a minimum of 10 reasons or whys to each goals. Identify how badly you need to achieve the goal. Unpack each one in terms of how you will achieve it. Assist your downlines with their goals and identify how you can assist them. Include every aspect in terms of business in your vision board. For example, what is your next step you want to do? Director, Emerald Director, Sapphire, and how will you achieve it? Have a strong, positive self-talk. Russell, you can put on that if you can. Planning your success for 2022.
Sorry, go. Which is the slide now? Is it?
It's a planning your success for 2022.
Was it
But
something
if
you
it
sent me
can't,
on? No. Was it something that you sent me on WhatsApp?
no, on
Telegram?
email. But
Oh,
this, yeah, it's a
no. Hang on. Give
PowerPoint.
me a second. I've got my email open. Just let me download it rather.
Right?
I don't think it's come through though, because I've only gotten from Christine and Val.
Okay.
Yeah, I think leave
It's
it for
fine.
that.
Yeah. Planning a success for 2022. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Importance of planning. It is a process of thinking regarding the activities required to achieve a desired goal. So how do you plan? Write down your goals. Number 1, always write down your goals. Number 2, create a plan by dividing your goals into short-term, medium-term, long-term. Review your plan daily. Apply the SMART principles. S, which stands for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for timely. Take your goals and divide it into daily activities. You need to have a plan in action. When you start with your daily activities, start by you. Implement the 3 daily success habits. Plan the night before what you want to set out the following day. Complete your name list of the people you want to connect the following day. Note all appointments according to request or identified follow-up. Identify your personal development tools or resources, for example, your CDs, your videos, your literature, etc. Identify scheduled training with your team, webinars. Have a to-do list in action. Your weekly activities. Have team talk. Make it exciting. Leadership training, meeting. Identify goals and PV for yourself and for your team. Evaluate if your daily goals and your PV have been achieved. Have incentives for your team or recognition for your team. Everybody needs recognition for your team. And because I'm in a daily job, you don't get that recognition every day. So it would be nice if you give your team that recognition. And then in turn, you will also get recognitions. Your monthly activities. Finalize all orders and follow up on all distributors for month end. Because when it comes to month end, everybody always runs around. But if you start from the beginning of the month, setting everything in place, your month end will be finished before month end actually, the month end is achieved. Evaluate if weekly goals or your PV had been achieved. For example, your group PV, your personal PV, your goals. Because it's no use putting on your goals and your dreams and you're not achieving it. All orders have, be sure all orders have been submitted, received and delivered. Because sometimes we can make a mistake. We think we have submitted the orders and then it's month end, then it still sits in our back office. Ensure you have a good tracking system in place. Provide incentives for achievements for your team and celebrate special occasions of customers and your team, like birthdays, anniversaries, step-ups. So why is it so important to have all those in place? There is a few reasons why, and there's many, but I'm only going to use a few. The benefits of stepping up, earning more residual income, bonuses, incentives, traveling. If it's on your goal chart, if it's on your dream list, traveling, achieving your dreams and goals, building international businesses, meeting like-minded people. The sky is the limit, people. Dream big. So, in closure, I quote, success teaches you about yourself, what you're capable of doing with your gifts and your talents. Failures show what kinds of wrong assumptions you've made and where your methods are flawed. What matters is that we are willing to do what it takes to make a positive impact. Wherever we find ourselves in life, to add value in any way we can to others. So go out there and make a difference as only you can. A blessed and prosperous new year to all of you as you build an amazing, successful business with structured planning. Thank you all. Thank you, Russell.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Gail. Some very wise words there. So next up, we've got a. I'll just check in with Howard if he's ready to go with his session. Yes.
Russell, I am here.
Awesome. Thank you, Howard. Okay, so I'm going to hand over to you. You need me to just share those two pictures
Yeah,
for
just
you, eh?
2 pictures, yeah.
Okay, I'm just loading the pictures on my side quickly and then I'll share the screen. Come on. Let me just refresh it and see if it'll go faster. For some reason, WhatsApp on my PC is now not giving me anything. Let's see what's the fastest.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you can't get it, Russell.
No, it's loading just when I was about to give up.
Okay.
It's very typical of this business. If you stay just past that point where you're about to give up, that's where the success is, eh?
Okay.
So, okay, now I've got it here now. That's awesome. And then, so I'll share my screen, but you can go ahead and speak.
Okay. So I can go ahead. Eh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everybody. As you heard, my name is Howard, and I'm going to be talking about the Eagle system this afternoon. But before I begin, just a little bit about myself. I've been self-employed for the last 16 years. I've got a business which is a franchise model, and it's only a small little retail shop. And what I've seen over the years is the shop is not really going to give me enough for me to meet all my dreams. So, you know, it pays for the day-to-day expenses, but it will never give us that money in order to go on pension and to travel the world or whatever we want to do. So that is one of the reasons why we actually building the New Life business as well. And another thing is I work today and I just got back a few minutes ago, got home a few minutes ago, and that's one of the reasons to develop this business as well, is so that I don't have to work on Saturdays. So let me get started with the Eagle Team system. Basically, the Eagle Team system, that is our personal development platform. You know, that's the way I can describe it. So it's basically like any other conventional business or big organization. They will always have some sort of in-house training where they can train their staff so that the staff, in order for the staff to grow and to maximize their performance so that the company also grows. So the Eagle Team system for us is basically our in-house training, and that's where we're going to get all our personal development in order for us to grow our Neolife business successfully. So the mission statement of the Eagle Team, as you can see on the screen, is to enrich the lives of others in terms of health, wealth, and happiness, and to create the environment for personal growth for those who have the courage to pursue their dreams within a free enterprise system. So there's 3 things that's basically highlighted there, and that is enrich the lives of others, and then also personal growth, and then dreams. So those are things that the Eagle Team system helps us with in order for us to grow our business. So just a bit of history behind the Eagle Team. The Eagle Team system was developed by Charlie and Alter Bolton in 1987. They are our 5 diamonds in the business and also our mentors and leaders. So the Eagle Team system comprises about between 70 and 80% membership of near-life distributors worldwide, which creates the perfect opportunity for us to grow our business in any of the 50 plus countries that Near-Life operates in. Charlie gained extensive knowledge about the business while he was actually employed with GNLD many years ago, and he was actually the vice president of sales for a number of years. And then when GNLD, basically when they upgraded their marketing plan, that is when Charlie and Alta decided that they are going to build their Near-Life business. So the Eagle system is there to allow people from all walks of life to start their own business on a part-time basis and build it nationally and internationally. The only prerequisite that you need for this business system is you need to have a dream, and your dream needs to be a burning desire. And then you also have to be teachable, and you have to persevere. So I would encourage all existing distributors and new distributors to become a member of the Eagle Team system, because that's basically the building blocks for a successful Near-Life business. The membership for the Eagle Team is a whopping 70 Rand a year. So that's a ridiculously low cost for top class world training. So now my wife is going to chat about events and incentives of the Eagle Team system. So I'm just going to get hold of her quickly.
I'm on.
Okay. You can take it away.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. So I don't think you can see me, but okay, it's very dark. There we go. That suits me because I don't feel my best today. Anyway, the events for the Eagle Team are really incredible. And Charlie and Alta really go to extra lengths to promote Near-Life and get us to participate. So the first one is the rally once a month, like today. It's the Eagle Team rally. And Charlie even attends from now, every now and then. And once we go back to normalcy before COVID, he will have meetings in Cape Town again at certain venues, and I really can't wait for that. What Russell has put up now is the Emerald Getaway. This is the highlight of everything. It was the Emerald Cruise, but they've decided to do it on land, and you can go and celebrate as a director with Charlie, all expenses paid at Sun City, the Valley of the Waves, a game drive, everything inclusive. That is incredible. And that is what gets me so much about Charlie and Alta, is their absolute generosity. But when you have Christ in your heart, you can't help but be generous, because that's what the Bible asks of you. So they are truly, truly fantastic leaders. Then we used to have the Bloom Rally once a year, which is an incredible distributor and spiritual experience. Thank you, Russell. And it is amazing that you get all the training, and then on the Sunday you start the event with oh my goodness, a service, a church service. And that was the best for me, the absolute best. And then there's Acres of Diamonds, which is Charlie's estate in the Eastern Cape. And he organizes a boot camp for qualified senior managers and up, where he also focuses on both your spiritual and your physical development. I haven't been myself, but I know that it's tough, the walk that you go on up the mountain and back down is really hard, but the spiritual input is amazing. So I would really, really like to encourage everybody to do their best to attend all of these events. And the ones that we have to strive for are the directors and the Emerald directors ones, so that we can also experience their generosity and their spiritual mentorship, as well as the distributor mentorship. Thank you, everybody. Have a lovely day.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for that,
Thanks,
Howard and
Russell.
Mary Lisa. You guys are awesome. So let's put it up to a vote. We've got Christine or Denise. Who do we do first? Christine, are you able to do your session?
Yeah.
Hello, Russell. Yes, we're ready.
Okay, so I just need to put up the action plan of learning slide. Eh?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to start from the first slide there. I'll just share my screen quickly. And you guys can talk us through it. Thank you very much, guys.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Christine Johannesson, and Alan, my husband, is right next to me, and we're going to tag team today. We started Neolife maybe 2 or 3 years ago when our daughter was ill. She suffered of an autoimmune disease, and we were introduced to Neolife, and she's been to all the doctors, the best specialists. And I'm a medical practitioner myself, and I realized that all the medication she took was so toxic and it made her very sick. And somebody introduced us, my upline introduced us to Neolife. And thankfully so, she's now 2 years off the chronic medication and on complete recovery. So as a medical practitioner, I've learned that there's place for alternative treatment. So we're on our way. At the moment, we're executive managers, and we're on our way to being Emerald directors. Whoop, whoop, and hopefully going on to the cruise. So Alan will start, and then I ask the question, and I will respond.
Yes, good day. I'm Alan Johannesson, and today we're going to talk about how learning can improve our business and your business. I'll be asking Christine some questions. So question number one, what is the importance of growing your name list? And number two, do you have any, do you have some tools that you can share on how to do this and how to be successful at this? Yeah.
And next slide, please, Russell. Okay, how to develop your name list. So in our business, it's all about meeting people, and you know, our business is all about people. So people, we will always make an excuse, or sometimes people make the excuse to say, you know, I don't know where to find these people. But every day we talk to people, you meet people in the mall, you stand in queues. So that is how you meet people. I don't believe that's a lie that people don't meet people. So wherever you go, even if you sit in the taxi, you are meeting people. So meet people, talk to people, and be excited about it. So, and then number two, we all have got a contact list. We've all got cell phones. We're all on Facebook. Well, I'm just trying myself now to get used to the Facebook, but we all have some form of contact with people. Your emails, you've got your contact list. You've got, what is this, Instagram and all these social media platforms. So that is how you're going to meet contacts. So if you look at your phone, some people has got like thousands of people on their contact list. Oh, I don't have so many. So if you look at your phone, you look at your contact list. And from there, you're going to choose names. So I always say, even if you start with 10 names, and don't judge, just write down the names with their contact numbers and and what they do and a little bit of info about themselves. And then you need to be consistent when collecting names. You can't do it today and then, oh, you start now, I'm going to do this now, maybe next week. And you must set goals when you start your names list. So add the names to your list, make a consistent effort. You know, you really need to be disciplined. Collecting names can be fun. I mean, you can ask your children for their friends' names. You can ask if your child goes to primary school or high school, you're in contact with so many people. So make it fun. And then review, once you've got that list, review and prioritize. Next slide, please, Russell.
Question number 2 is, Christine, can you please tell us the importance of the follow-up of prospects or customers?
Sorry, I just missed. I'm going back to tools to develop the name list. Sorry, guys. Use a memory jogger. So we all know, like I said, you know who the people are. If you use a memory jogger, it helps you to expand your name list. Like I said previously, you don't know, you'll say, I don't know where to find these people. But you've got the hairdresser, you've got the doctor. Do you go to the doctor? There's already a name. When you go to the doctor, there's like a receptionist, there's the doctor itself, there's other people sitting there. Start a conversation. You know, you don't need to offer the business, but you start a conversation. Then you've got a hot list and a cold list. And a hot list is people that you know. It's like your family, your friends, and it's people that you're not shy to talk to. Cold list is when you talk to it's people that you don't know, and it's more referral basis. So when you collect all those names from the memory jogger, you can either put it on a spreadsheet or you can put it on a book. So people that is now like really tech savvy can use a spreadsheet and put in all the notes that they want to about the person. Where did you meet? Something interesting about the person. Then after that, you go through each name and you think, how am I going to maybe approach this person? Is it now? Then that's when you're going to add them either to your hot list or cold list. The next question you can ask, do I have a relationship with a person? So if it's yes, then it's much easier to start a conversation. If not, obviously your cold list, then you it's a little bit more difficult. But then if you're in the queue or in the bank or wherever, you can start a conversation by complimenting this person and say, oh, I love your dress, or I like the color of your hair. Oh, it's hot today. Start a conversation, and that's how you start developing and connecting with people. The cold list sometimes need to, like I said, you start to connect with people, like with when you say you don't know, you know, just start with anything. Next slide, please, Russell. And then tools to expand your names list. You can, like I said, you need to be consistent. Add 2 to 3 names of people per day. You really need to make it your mission to meet new people every day. Really, now you can look down the road and people walking up and down. You can talk to your neighbor, you can talk to the neighbor's friends. And if you start and just think about people that you know and start writing it down, you will start like emptying yourself and you will start writing all the names down. And as you write, you'll say, oh my gosh, I know this one, I can add this, and so knows so and so. My challenge to you is get out of your comfort zone. You know, we can make so many excuses, and because we're in a comfort zone and we make a million excuses. So, and that is not going to get us anywhere to add names. You can also volunteer or find places and organizations where you can meet new people, go dancing, go do whatever your heart's desire, and just find the names. Next slide, please, Russell. Okay.
Okay, so question number 2 will be, Christine, can you please tell us the importance of follow-up of prospects or customers?
Thank you, Alan. That's a very, very interesting question, because we, you know, follow-up is very important. And here's just a little sales statistics. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. That's very sad. You leave that person hanging in the air. So when you meet somebody and you've got that name and you've seen the initial communication, it's your prerogative, or it's important to follow up, because if you don't follow up, it shows that person that you've got no interest. And I see the number is quite high, 48%, it's almost 50%, it's half. And that's very sad. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. So what are we learning from that is that you need to continue to keep in contact with the people. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. And now I'm not talking about sales only, I'm talking to us as the distributors. 3% of people are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the 3rd contact. 10% of sales are made on the 4th contact. And 80% of sales are made on the 5th or 12th contact. So you can see the importance of follow-up, that you need to keep in contact with a person. So follow up before it's too late. And the fortune is in the follow-up. Give prospects or customers an opportunity to ask questions. So once you connect with people, you know, in the follow-up, they might have thought about some questions, and it gives an opportunity to engage with that person. So it takes an average person 4 to 6 exposures to understand or join the business. So it's not the first time when you present an opportunity to the person that he will understand unless he's open. Some people take longer and they need to buy into this. Make an appointment. So once you've got the attention and you want to do a follow-up, make an appointment, date and time. So be punctual. So if you set a date for tomorrow at what is tomorrow's date, the 9th, and you say, I'll call you at 2 o'clock, do that. Like I had somebody, when I was preparing, the person asked me, could you give me some more information? And I said, I'm just busy preparing. I will get back to you within the hour. And I tried my very best, and I actually got it right to connect with this person. It's not always possible. If you can't, then you just tell apologize and say, I'll get back to you a little bit later, but don't leave it hanging in the air. Answer all the questions to the best you can. We heard that Val said, you know, about the integrity and that. Don't lie to the customer or to the prospect, and don't make up stories, but be authentic and believe in your service. We've got a brilliant opportunity. We've got brilliant products. Just be yourself and tell them the story. People will listen to your story. And or if you don't have a story, use somebody else's story. Next slide, please, Russell.
Okay, so we're going to answer the 3rd question. So with name list and importance of follow-up, with that in mind, The third question will be, how do you deal with distractions, Christine?
Okay, distractions, you know, we can also make lots of excuses and come with your distractions. So, and that can really steer you away from your goal. So choose not to be distracted. You basically need to tell yourself, I'm not going to be distracted. I am going to start focusing. Set your goals. We saw Gail's pictures and that. So choose not to be distracted come hell or high waters. You made a decision. You're not going to be distracted. Focus on your dreams, your goals, and your daily tasks. So once you've set out your dreams and your task, and you need to stick to the plan. If you tell yourself, I'm starting at 8 o'clock this morning, I'm getting up, I'm getting dressed, and I've got my to-do list, then you start working as if you are working for the boss. Just you're working for yourself. Focus on what you need to accomplish that day. If you've got 5 things that you need to achieve on your list, or even 6, it is such a sense of achievement once you've ticked all those boxes, and you will feel so good. It will make you want to do even more. Then schedule breaks to recharge. You know, you can't be sitting for 2 hours and 3 hours, and that's how you get distracted. Sorry, you need to take 10 minutes, a mental break. And mental break, not go and lie and sleep on the couch, go do some exercise, listen to some nice music with some motivation to recharge your batteries. And once you start recharging, you come back and you focus even more. Make sure you stick to your schedule. If you set out, I'm working from 8 till 3 in the afternoon, stick to that schedule. People will come knocking at your door, or the phone will ring, or you know, all these pings of the phones that go off. Ignore it. Put your phone off, or put a message on to say, I'm out of office, or I'm not available, or stuff like that. Do your task as soon as possible. Once you start procrastinating and delaying, I'm telling you, it's going to be very difficult to get back. So once you start with your list, do it as soon as possible. Reduce the chaos of the day. And that to me is, you know what? So life throws us lemons. So what are you doing when there's something that happened? You know what? The dog got bitten, or the dog ran away. It's life, so you need to pay attention. But don't, you know, do it the whole day or spend 5 hours and you forgot all about it. The person can get so distracted with things that happen during the day. So a person's mind can be busy, but it's your responsibility to stay focused. Like this little picture here with all the stuff, it's like a projector going, and oops, there out comes the steam. But if you stay focused, you are going to be successful, and only you can take that responsibility, and nobody else can do that. Next slide, please, Russell.
Okay, so people always say that they don't have time, or don't have enough time. So question number 4 and the final question is, how would you manage your time to become more successful in the business?
Thank you, Alan. And that is a question I often ask myself as well. I'm working full-time at the moment. I'm working for the boss. And you know, when you get home, another life starts. So what I do for myself is I start prepping the night before, and I think about what I want to do and how I'm going to do that. And that is what I've learned from the uplines. They will tell you, get organized. If you don't get organized, somebody else will organize your day. So if somebody interjects and want to throw you off guard, you can say, sorry, I can see you at 2 o'clock because I'm busy till 1 o'clock. So get organized. Identify your most productive time. Some people are morning people. Some people are evening people, or in the afternoon. but when is your most, and that's the only question you can answer. So if you are most productive in the morning and you're energetic, do everything, try and push out most of the work, or contact your prospects or people, send out emails, do most of it before your batteries go flat. Make it, like I said already, make a to-do list the night before. So that is very helpful. If you make your to-do list, start and think, what am I going to do? If I start 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock, I need to take the children to school, I need to come back, and this is how I'm going to organize my day. You're in charge of it. If somebody else takes charge of your day, you are going to be so miserable. Avoid big day wasters. Like I said, people can come knocking at the door unannounced. They want to have coffee. Don't entertain that. Please tell them no, I'm sorry, I am not available. Can you please make an appointment? There's no time for coffees. You are busy on a roll and you want to set your goals. Manage your interruptions. Like I just said, it goes with avoid big day wasters. And then the big thing is avoid procrastination. You know, procrastination is the thief of time. So, you know, you can tell yourself, I'm going to, but you didn't tell yourself when I'm going to do it. So stop procrastination. Do it, and while you've got the opportunity. And this is such an amazing opportunity. So don't let anybody steal your dream. Don't let anybody steal your time, because you are in charge of your own time. You are in charge of your own destiny. So don't let anybody steal it. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Russell.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Christine and Alan. That was really cool. I think we've all learned a lot, and we definitely need to get that in a shorter clip and share with people as well. In fact, all of the sessions that we've had so far, I'm having to look like I'm beatboxing here for the wind. All the sessions that we've had so far have been awesome. So thank you for that. Next up, I'm going to play a video by Denise. Just want to make sure I've got it up here. I just need somebody to confirm that they can hear it as well, because we did have some issues with sound earlier on.
Thank you, Russell. Good afternoon. My
Guys,
name
hear
is
that?
Denise Thomas.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell. Good afternoon. My name is Denise Thomas. I've worked for a large corporate company for many years, thinking my job was safe, but I was forcibly retrenched in November 2020. I was exposed to an exciting opportunity by my brother, and I realized very quickly that this is the opportunity where I'll be able to spend more time with my family and make extra money. Helping others, it is my mission to make the world a happier and a healthier place. A very simple, duplicatable system where I got trained inside the company. If I can do it, so can you. Now I'm going to speak to you this afternoon about the importance of continual learning and personal development in this business. Personal growth and development is critical towards achieving success. Our most successful business owners spend at least 25 minutes a day reading, listening, or watching content for self-improvement. 88% of wealthy people read 30 minutes or more per day. The saying is certainly true. Quality of input determines quality of output. Personal development starts with learning, understanding people, beginning with self. What we choose, think, or do is who we become. Be careful how you think, because our lives are shaped by food. As in Proverbs 23, as a man thinks, so is he. Getting wisdom is the next important thing you can do. Whatever else you get insight. There is more profit in it than in silver and gold. It's vital to learn about the products, get understanding by using the products, listening to audios, watching videos. Becoming a more powerful you require that you make some changes. If you're willing to commit, to have more, you have to become more. Work harder on yourself. Focus on attitude, which is an expression of character, an outward expression of inward feeling. Mental and moral quality include learning, understanding people, beginning with self. What we choose, think, or do is who we become. Be careful how you think, because our lives are shaped by thoughts, as in Proverbs 4:23, as a man thinks, so is he. Getting wisdom is the next important thing you can do. Whatever else you get insight. There is more profit in it than in silver and gold. It's vital to learn about the products, get understanding by using the products, listening to audios, watching videos. Becoming a more powerful you require that you make some changes. If you're willing to commit, to have more, you have to become more. Work harder on yourself. Focus on attitude, which is an expression of character, an outward expression of inward feeling. Mental and moral quality includes integrity, honesty, loyalty, trustworthiness, and these are all qualities that build people. You grow and develop in network marketing by helping others to succeed. Personal development or self-improvement has helped me being bold to do my story, a presentation, even a demonstration of products online. 2 years ago, you wouldn't find me doing what I'm doing today. Thanks to Neolife and Eagle Team training, free of charge, mostly online via Zoom or Telegram. We have incredible tools available to help us grow ourselves, to grow others, and to grow our business. I use our back office app to order products, to get valuable information about products and the business, and can even start up or enroll friends online. I use Neolife TNL app to share video clips, brochures, audio clips, and PDF files with my prospects and customers. Eagle Team Training by Charlie Bolton and other World and President team members gives you access to various topics on Eagle Team resource on Telegram. It is very important to stay connected with your upline, your sponsor, or any leader who can be a mentor to you, keeping you accountable with positive encouragement, cheering you on when you need it. And now I want to give a special thanks to my brother who introduced me to Neolife, to Elaine, who is his upline, who informed me of all the meetings and also gave me a lift to them. All my new friends on the different groups, Russell and Chantel, for all your input and assistance. Last but not least, Hazel, an incredible leader, mentor, and mother to so many, who sent me a note with a smiley face saying, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And that was when I attended my first rally after an absence of 2 years. Thank you, Kulsum and Val, for this opportunity. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for that, Denise, and Coulson for that preparation. So next up, we will go into our recognition. Let me just make sure I've got the right slides open here. F11 to exit full screen recognition. There we go. And while I load that page, I was just making some notes as people were talking here. We're talking about sharing the opportunity. And one of the sayings or the phrases that we go by in the business is make a friend and meet their friends. You know, Christine was talking about going to a doctor's office and going to speak to the secretary and the doctor and the people sitting there and that sort of thing. And that's what the business is all about, is meeting people and making friends with them and meeting their friends and basically growing your network. You know, in the business we talk about the 80-20 rule, and that 80% of the people that you speak to are probably not good, or they're going to say they're not interested in the business, right? And those are the people that will be your customers. And the other 20% is the people that you'll work with in the business that you'll help to grow the business with you. So to be more successful in the business than you are now, you have to talk to more people than you have before. You know, so I think it's very relevant when we talk about business growth to then speak about the recognition that we spoke about earlier. If someone can just let me know, they can see the recognition Christmassy December 2021 screen.
Yes, Russell.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you for that, Michelle, with the background music. That was very funky. So recognition for December 2021, and this is where we recognize people and to acknowledge the hard work that they've done. We want to celebrate in their success, and we want to celebrate, most importantly, the impact that we have on other people's lives. So in our teams, we make money, we are all healthier because of the products that we use and the lifestyle choices we make. But more importantly, when we share that, when we share the business and we share the products with people and other people start using the products, other people learn what we know, we're actually improving their lives and their livelihoods and their lifestyles as well. So we celebrate that impact that we have on them as well. So those are why we do these sessions. Now, who is eligible for the incentives? And remember, these are all Eagle Team incentives. Some of them paid for by the directors, others by the Eagle Team themselves. But in other words, you need to actually be fully paid up members of the Eagle Team, right? And when we give incentives out on the rally, you also need to be on the call until the end. So we only do our lucky draw at the end, just before our closing. So that we make sure that everybody that's put so much effort into doing these sessions, and they've really done some awesome sessions today, that people are actually going to stay till the end and watch them. Can you guys hear me?